Hi, today I will be doing the interview for my client, and I will present to you mother's issue. She's a mother who is receiving services from a children and youth agency. So, mother is currently 23 years old. She has 7 children, and 2 are in foster care with their maternal grandmother. Mother, she resides in project housing with her 5 children. At one point in time, all children were in foster care. Five of her children have been reunified because we reunified them first, being as though they were in general foster care, and the remaining 2 are with her mother, which is the children's maternal grandmother. So we're slowly trying to reunify them back with mother, and so she's not overwhelmed. So we're gradually doing this. Mother was also had addiction issues with cocaine. She's active in a drug and alcohol treatment program currently. And none of mother's, the fathers of her children, they are not involved. So the skills that I will be using in the interview are attending skills. I will be making proof of the collaborative relationship and empathetic joining within this interview, and I will also propose the miracle question towards the end of the interview. Hello, Miss Robbins. How are you today? I'm Sarita Savage from the Children and Youth Agency, and we're just going to, review your case to see how everything is going. What issues do you have, and to resolve what's going on to ensure that your other 2 children will be reunified with you. So first I'm going to talk about the service that we have provided in your home, the in-home protective service. And that is with Miss Young. So I've heard so many great things about you and her working together. Could you tell me a bit how that is going with her working with you and the children?
The in-home services has been good. Miss Young, she comes whenever she's supposed to. At first, it was kind of a little bit rocky because I think our personalities clashed.
Okay.
But I think it just took a few weeks, and then I was able to kind of understand her a little better.
Okay.
I understood what the point of her service was.
Right.
But it's going well. She comes on time. The kids like her.
The kids like her.
They
Now
do.
that's a plus. That's
Yes.
a plus. That's
Yeah.
a plus. Yeah. So I've heard so many things. Miss Young said that you are being compliant with the service. That she never has an issue getting in contact with you with appointments and things of that nature. She says you're providing all the information she needs for the case. You're on schedule, so that's a good plus.
Yes.
And that shows that between me, you, and Miss Young, we're all working together and to ensure the safety and the needs of your family and the children.
Yes.
And we're trying to work together, as you know, to reunify your other
Yes.
2 children that are with your mother. Could you tell me how the visitation with your other 2 children are going that are still in foster care, but with with their grandmother?
Yes. Well, my mom has the youngest 2 kids because we thought that would make more sense because of the daycare costs and getting all that rearranged. So the youngest 2 are with my mom. They're doing really well. And pretty much as long as I schedule it with her in advance. Usually it's Saturday, sometime it could be Sunday.
Okay.
I usually go there for maybe 7 or 8 hours, have dinner or lunch with them.
Okay, I know the children enjoy that.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
During the week it's a little hard because I have the 5 other kids at home and they're all in school, and by the time, you know, they get home from school and we do homework and dinner and bath time, there's no time to go and see my baby.
Absolutely,
But I miss them so much.
Well, I'm glad that's working out. I'm glad that's working out because we're all trying to work together. You know, we don't want to overwhelm you because we know like parenting is a very, very hard job. So we don't want to overwhelm you. And it's good to have your mother as the support because at least they are not in regular foster care.
Yes, and that makes me feel better because I know what kind of house she has.
Right.
I know
kind
that
of a
she
relief.
always has food and how, you know, strict she is with bedtime and rules. So that makes me feel better. But I still feel very guilty over it. So
Yeah, I understand. Could we talk about your drug treatment program?
Sure.
How many days a week do you go?
Well, last year I completed the inpatient program. That was 90 days. That was at Gaudenzia House, their Westchester location. And then from after I finished that, I progressed to the IOP, or the intensive, I think it's outpatient program.
Okay.
So I go 3 days a week. You know, there's groups, I think on, relapse prevention. There's like a women's empowerment piece. There's drug screenings and just.
Yeah, because we have your screening, so I was assuming that everything was going well before talking to your counselor because your screens are all negative.
Yes.
So, you know, that tells me that, you know, you are doing something right. And I just wanted to follow up with you to how you feel about, you know, attending the program. Is it helping? How do you feel?
It does help. There's other women in my group that also have children that were in DHS placement. So, as ashamed as I felt over the whole foster care thing, you know, knowing that there's other women that are kind of going through the same thing, like I can talk to them.
Okay.
But it is going well. It's a lot of running around. It keeps me very busy, but I think that's best because if I'm busy, I don't have time to sit and think, you know, or want to surround myself with the bad crowd that I was surrounding myself with
and
last
just
year.
become depressed and stuff. So
Yeah.
So that's good. That's a big support that you have, you know, other women that could sympathize with you, the same issues that you have. So that's good that is helping you with this. What else I wanted to talk about? Or do you have, what are your views about the fathers not being involved?
I used to be really bitter and angry about it.
Yes.
I just feel like now, what is the point? Like, I'm not going to keep arguing with them.
Right.
It almost is what it is. They're not going to.
It's like
I can't force them, and why waste all my time and energy when I know that they have no interest. So I really mainly feel bad for my kids that they're not going to have that positive male role model.
Right, and I sympathize with you in that aspect because I know my son really doesn't have his father in his life, so I do understand totally, you know, how they feels or whatever. You just feel sad for your child or whatever, and that they don't have that extra, you know, male support within their life. So I do truly, you know, understand.
And it's like all the work's on us.
And then and it's like we're mom and we have to like be there for them. So I definitely and truly understand that. And there's really nothing we can do. It's like we have to accept it, but we have to be strong for our children. So, you know. But you seem like, you know, you're doing well with that. How are the children? Does it affect the children in any kind of way, do you think?
With little things, the younger ones not so much because they know their dads were never really around. The older kids, I'm starting to see, you know, with my teenage son. So I just feel like my teenage son sometimes blames me for his father not being around.
Right.
I feel like it's just easier for him to take out his anger or frustration on me because there's nobody else to take it out on.
Because there's nobody else to take it
Yeah.
out on. Right,
Yeah.
right. I truly understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
So I do want to pose this. If you were to wake up tomorrow, like say you went to bed tonight and you woke up tomorrow and everything was perfect, like your life was perfect, like what would that look like in your world?
It could be anything.
It could be anything.
I just want my children to all be home with me, to be healthy, to not struggle with groceries or things like that, to just know that I can pay every bill, which I have been,
Right.
without the fear of falling behind.
Right.
And just
Right.
being happy and spending time together. So nothing fancy, just being a family and enjoying our lives.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
That sounds perfect. Yes, that sounds perfect. Well, I'm not going to say that I will be the person to make that happen, but I know with the work between me, you, and the services that we implement for you, we'll try to, better make things better, supply resources for you and your family. We're trying to reunify the children back. So, we are a big resource for you or whatever, to make, the family's life a little bit easier or whatever. We do what we can to help the family or whatever. So as we are moving along with the case or whatever, we will implement, certain things or whatever to make sure the case all pans out, and eventually your children will be reunified with you. We're just, not trying to overwhelm you at all or whatever, but you're doing a great job right now. I do want to commend you on that. You're doing a great job to keep up the good work. Because everything right now just looks great or whatever, and opposed to like when the case first started or whatever. So now most of the children are back home. You have 2 more children to get back home. You're sober. You've been sober for a year now. That's a big plus. You're still maintaining your housing. Everything is going great. So I just want to commend you and say keep up the good work, Mom.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Thank you.
As much as I hated DHS in the beginning, you guys have really helped out tremendously, so I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.